There are some special memories of my childhood which remains etched in my memory, which I want to share with my viewers. When I was about 3 years old, we were living outside India, where my father was working. I was with other neighboring kids riding bicycles. It was evening, and during that time I went into some other state of consciousness suddenly. When it started getting dark late in the evening, at that time I regained my normal consciousness. I looked around. None of the other kids were there. I was all alone. I quickly returned back to our house, thinking that others might be worrying about me. But nobody had noticed, and my family members had thought that I was returning from my play, just as I do on other normal days. Till this day, though I don't have any special memory of that trance, yet, interestingly, I remember that incident. As a child, I had difficulties adjusting to this physical dimension. I felt that I didn't belong here. The basic physicality of everything, including my own vulnerable body, was frustrating. To have to wear clothes was at times annoying. That I couldn't fly was almost shocking. I dreamt of flying about during my sleep. Yet when I was awake, I couldn't. At times I thought of jumping off from the terrace or balcony, thinking that then my ability to fly would return. Fortunately, I didn't. During my early school days, the feeling of being trapped inside the body started to surface and remained with me even till my college and university years, at times even to this day. At night, it used to become intense, almost suffocating, as if I couldn't breathe, like being inside a coffin. That was being inside this body. The feeling would wake me up, and I would go to the open, spacious terrace of our home in Kolkata and keep sitting staring at the sky for hours and hours, and sometimes all through the night. I am indebted to my mom for always being understanding. She never disturbed me during these times when I wished silence and solitude. During these times when I couldn't sleep, I would paint throughout the night at times. Even then, mother never interfered. She kept a watch on me from a distance, but gave me the space and freedom to think, to do, to just be as I wished. I am deeply grateful to her for that. My mom too is a very evolved soul. Probably that's why she understood me and gave me the space I needed to grow up independently and spiritually. At times, I used to retreat in silence for days or even months, only speaking when necessary and being absolutely quiet the rest of the time. Even then, mom tolerated me and never bothered me. I would not wear jewelry on occasions, neither would I dress up if I wasn't in a mood to do so. And my mom never forced me to wear or be the way that I didn't want to be. If I wished, I would dress up. If I didn't wish, I wouldn't. At the age of 17, when I suddenly left home to go to the Himalayas and was not to be found for a few days, even then, on returning, my mother or my father or my elder brother, neither of them scolded me. Rather, they tried to understand my thoughts. I would share that adventure in some other video. During my childhood days, I had very deep meditation whenever I sat. I wouldn't know whether it was day or night or evening when I used to get up from my meditation. I used to read Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrit during those days, and as Sri Ramakrishna had suggested that one should cry yearning for God realization, that message deeply influenced me as a child, and at times I would cry whenever I was alone. That phase lasted for months and I would keep crying whenever I was alone at that time. Shiva, he attracted me since my childhood days. I would start Shiva bhajans and it would transport me as if to some other world or other state of mind. I would listen to those bhajans for hours and hours and dance along with it in utter joy. At one time, during my meditation, I felt as if my body wasn't touching the ground. Perhaps I had levitated during my meditation, but because I didn't feel like opening my eyes, so I didn't know if it really was so or not. For after hours of meditation, when I had woken up, I was again on the ground. But at one point of time during that meditation, I felt that I had levitated and I wasn't touching the ground at all. The purpose of sharing these memories is to connect to others who might have similar memories. Don't think that you are the only weird one out there. Even if others tease you, make fun of you, or don't understand you, don't feel sad. You are unique. All spiritual aspirants have a special childhood, even if others don't understand them. So never doubt yourself. Trust your instincts and always follow your heart. Hari Om.